I'm back again with my thoughts as usual. Now, after winning the trophy, the Super Falcons, after they've won it, they received a very grand reception, homecoming, welcome back home, and very massive. The president hosted the team and made lots of promises. Three-bedroom apartment, three-bedroom apartment, equivalent of $10,000. Sorry, equivalent of $100,000 for each of the players and $50,000 for the officials, plus a national honor of officer of the Order of the Niger, massive, which was great. And scrolling through social media, I've seen a lot of people. Some people were genuinely happy for the girls, and some people were against it. They said it's way too much, and I ask, way too much in what way? In what sense? People were now comparing the teachers and civil servants and whatnot. That how much do they take home and all of that, and only for the Super Falcons to come home with the trophy and they're getting lots of money and all of that. See, sometimes, I mean, it's your opinion, it's what you think actually, but sometimes we're very insensitive to these things. First of all, you don't compare these things with all those other professions. And this is Super Falcons moment. You don't know, you have no idea how much these girls, this team have, so I don't want to use the word suffered, but how much they've had to go through, what they've had to go through over the years to receive this kind of award, to receive this kind of reward at the end of the day. You don't want to know. I know a lot of you liken women's footballers to men. You think women footballers, they make as much money as the men. That's not the case. The difference in pay disparity is as big as the ocean. If you know how big the ocean is, the difference is that much. You can't imagine having to pay women's footballers peanuts. And now at the end of the day, finally, these girls get the recognition that they deserve, and somebody out there is, putting out, some insensitive statements out there that it's too much or it's not deserved, and that the honor, the national honor, and the three-bedroom apartment would have been enough. Would have been enough. That the monetary reward is like, how do you people think? These girls have been through a lot. They train under unfriendly condition, unfriendly atmosphere, substandard structures, sometimes in a bad hotel, they play with injuries and whatnot, and now, I mean, this comes to them and you think they are getting it on a platter of good. No, this is, I'm very happy that this is finally happening. It's long overdue, honestly. Imagine a team that have won 10 times on the continent. There is no country in this world, in this whole wide world, that have more continental trophy than the Super Falcons, both male and female. This team have done exceptionally well. I mean, what the president did is nothing, like it cannot even be enough reward for the Super Falcons. It goes way back. I'm happy they are reaping the fruit now, this current Super Falcons players. And trust me, the reward in the future will even be more for the younger generation, the ones that are coming after these ones. I hope this continues, because we are here today because of the sacrifices, the precedents that's been set from our veterans, the likes of Eukaria Uche. I'm sure a lot of you cannot even remember them. The likes of Eukaria Uche, Perpetua Nkocha, Messi Akide, Patience Savre, Aisat Yusuf, Kikeloma Ajayi, Efionwa Ekpo, Florence Omagbemi, Morimado, a host of Yinka Kodaisi. I mean, plenty names. I cannot remember everybody. You know, Precious Dede, Anna Gumano, Ifeanyi Chejine, Ajoma Otache, Akudo Sabi, Akudi Wagu as well, Vera Okolo, plenty of them. They've, you know, this is a precedent they've set for the likes of me, Desire Paranozie, you know, to step on. Those people, they crawled for the likes of me to work, and the likes of me have worked for this current squad to actually run. And this current squad are running now, so the next generation can fly. I'm happy that finally the recognition is here. I hope this continues, and this will also motivate the team to continue to do well and all of that. And one thing you guys don't know is, as a Nigerian, right, life is already tough for us. You know, people ask why have Super Falcons dominated African football for the longest time? I said, you might not understand, but these girls are my days we were hungry, and this current squad are hungry too. We're hungry. We're tired of suffering. We want to, you know, play ourselves out of poverty. We want to make name for ourselves and make sure we live a better life for ourselves and for our family. That's the motivation. That's the driver for us. So now they've played themselves out of poverty, and there's really no reward enough for these girls. Trust me. There's no reward enough for them, for the amount of sacrifices they've done, for the level of work they put in to make sure they put smiles on their faces and on the faces of their family members, and also on the faces of Nigerians at large. You know, I mean, I can't imagine the kind of joy they brought winning this 10th title. You know, each time they get to the final, they are winning it 10 out of 10. Who does that? It's an incredible record. So, I mean, those of you who are comparing, who thinks it's not ideal, you have to have a rethink. I totally disagree. I totally disagree. It is he who wears the shoes know where it pinches. I'm talking from experience. I know what we have had to go through to get to where we are today. And finally, today is here, and somebody is saying what's not. So guys, learn to encourage the team. And this cuts across other sports too. It cuts across other sports. The D Tigress too, the basketball team, they also doing well for themselves as well. You know, in other sports, basketball, handball, athletics, I mean, there should be reward for success. There should be reward for victory. I mean, I think each time they go, and for any sports, each time they go for international tournaments and wins it, there should be a reward, because man, it's not easy. It is not. So kudos to the Super Falcons. I'm happy that finally the long overdue recognition is here. Enjoy this moment, girls. Enjoy, and let us continue to set the pace and continue to build for the younger generation. Thank you, guys. Keep supporting the team.